Madhya Hridayakashe Sadanandamayo Guruhu Udetu Sadatam Samyak Swatmananda Prabodhagaha Udetu Sadatam Samyak Swatmananda Prabodhagaha. Harihi, 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 Om Tats. Jaya Guru, Jaya Guru, Jaya Guru. Harihi, 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 Om Tats. Jaya Guru, Jaya Guru, Jaya Guru. As usual, I would like all of you to recite jointly the most auspicious monosyllable Omkara. Many do not know yet in our country as to how beneficial the Omkara Japa is for the body on the one hand, the biological aggregate, and the inner personality consisting of the mind, intelligence and ego. The benefits so far as the inner personality are concerned were very well known to our ancient thinkers. Medical science, the way we are finding it now, had not been developed in our country. We only had a more comprehensive Ayurveda Shastra. Omkara Japa increases the longevity of the heart, as also enhances the health and well-being of the heart. There are some special secretions made by some of the subtle glands on the body, and these secretions are enhanced by chanting of Om, and all of them have a great bearing upon the welfare and well-being of the body. I would like all of you to jointly recite Omkara with me. While reciting, keep it in mind that every one of you should have a specific thought. Let the joint recitation spread upon the whole of the earth, showering its benedictions upon all creatures thriving upon our planet. Interlock your fingers and put them on your lap. Sit comfortably erect. Don't strain yourself. Close your eyes. Open the mouth and heart and join me. Very well done. Very well done. Harihi, 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 Om Tas. Jai Guru. A few hours back, Ma was asking those who were standing by her side, today is Guru Paadapooja day. What is it that you would like Swamiji to speak about? Then one of them said that let Swamiji speak about Bhakti Bhava. What further, ma? And Atma Vishvas. Bhakti Bhava and Atma Vishvas, they are quite complementary. I am given to constant introspection. It is a kind of a research into the subject of spirituality. For me to do this research, no laboratory is required. My own body and senses on the one hand, and the inner mind, intelligence and ego, these are sufficient. So wherever I am, the research will go on. So I always think about it. My focus in thinking is that how to make people understand the spirituality in a very endearing, beneficial and enriching manner. People do not know what is spirituality in the same manner as they do not know about God. I think about 6.5 lakhs of temples are there in India, if my information is correct. And every temple will have hundreds of devotees. So can you imagine how many devotees are there in our country? The greatest evidence for it is the Maha Kumbh Mela, those people who took bath in the Ganges. They say it is something like 60 crores of people, which an intelligent man will not be able to believe. Our population is about 140 crores. So 60 crores means how much? Almost very nearly half. That means half the population of India has gone there to take bath. This is not credible at all. But quite a number of people have gone, crores of people. Perhaps this is the only congregational event completely resting upon the devotion in the hearts and minds of people in the whole world. India's greatness is this. Our greatness is the culture that we have been able to develop right from the prehistoric times. Not only that, we developed the culture, we have preserved it for countless millennia. There have been a number of invasions in India. Many temples were demolished. So much of threat had taken place. In spite of it, we have been able to preserve our culture. I always point out one important fact. We have the Surya Vamsha, the Ikshvaku Vamsha, which ruled India for a long time. And Ikshvaku Vamsha was supposed to be a very good, august dynasty. All the people were there, very good. They were given to austerity. Many of them, as they grew old, left the throne and went to the forest to do tapasya. The famous poet Kalidasa has recorded it beautifully. Shaishavebhyasta vidyanam yauvane vishayaishinam vardhake munivrittinam yogenam te tanutyajam. This is the way he has described the Ikshvaku dynasty. Shaishave abhyasta vidyanam. In their young age, they were given to education, acquiring education. Yauvane vishayaishinam. When they become youthful, their life was given to a little romance. Vardhake munivrittinam. But as the body grew older, they felt that this is not the life to be continued for long, so they stopped it. As they began it, they also ended it and retired to the forest. Vardhake munivrittinam. And they adopted the lifestyle of ascetics. Yogenante tanutyajam. And towards the end of their life, they adopted yoga and remaining seated inwardly in yoga, they abandoned their bodies. This is what Kalidasa, known for his truth-speakingness, he has described Ikshvaku dynasty as. Our Sri Rama belongs to this dynasty. In such a great dynasty, before Sri Rama also, there must have been a few good and noble princes. Even after Rama, there must have been a few. But do you know about any one of them? Why are you keeping quiet? Huh? We only know about Rama. You know why? It is not because of Rama. It is because of sage Valmiki, who wrote about Rama. Who wrote about Rama in such an enriching, empowering, enthusing, captivating, enchanting, enlightening manner that the writing could never be dispossessed by the society. We have not seen sage Valmiki, nor have we seen the first palm leaf scripture he wrote, cutting across the fibers of the palm leaves. His Kutira is not known to us, but Ramayana still survives. Can you give me such an example from anywhere else in this world? He wrote only one copy. There was no printing facility at the time. And that Grantha would have been worn out. Everybody who read it, at least some of them felt that this requires a rereading and close introspection. It is full of values, orientations, enrichments, empowerments, elevations, enlightenment. So they shared what they read with the others. And some of them picked it up. And this Ramayana is known even in the tribal communities in the nooks and corners of India. I think our government of India should take up the great mission of exploring as to how they handled education in those days in this kind of a manner. Even today we are not able to reach the modern education into the remote villages and tribal areas. But how is it that the Ramayana message spread so much exclusively in the whole of India? What was the methodology they adopted in order to spread the message of Ramayana? It is something amazing. We are not able to understand and find out how they could have done it. It's only through individual devotion, commitment, dedication, and wholesomeness. The one who read it understood the value. When he understood the value, he decided that I will disseminate it. And he dedicated the whole of his life. More than 70 years back, when I started reading our Upanishads and other things, and I went to my Gurudev seeking Brahma Vidya Diksha, I started meditating. Every day I used to meditate 2.5 hours, 1.25 hours in the day and 1.25 hours at night. On holidays I used to spend about 4 hours. My meditation was full of experience, pleasant and enchanting vibrations, exhilarations. So much so that I felt, what is the point in having this exhilaration during meditation? What about the life that follows? The life of activity and the life of interaction? Is it enough we become blissful only for 1 or 2 hours of the day in meditation? Is life only meant for meditation? Or we should also be active and interactive? After all, we are taking food. Food generates energy. And the energy is provided by so many cells. 200 billion cells are made every day in the body. And all of them are used up in the form of wakeful activity. So as long as we eat, we will have energy. And the energy has to be spent. And only through activity and interaction it can be employed. So what about the interactional life that is preceding and succeeding the meditative absorption? This was a great thought. I started reading our scriptural compositions beginning from the Upanishads and all the allied Prakarana Granthas, etc. At one point of time, I felt that this knowledge is the supreme goal and fulfillment of human life. And therefore, I should dedicate completely for it, leaving everything else. This thought was natural to me. There was no struggle. There was no conflict. There was no unpleasantness in it. So I abandoned my professional life and took to this. I started wandering in India. I always say with a lot of enthusiasm, the streets of India alone welcomed me and the invisible providence shielded me. Even today this is the case. I mention this only to tell you that when they knew about Ramayana, the value it contains, the treasure it holds, they felt that this is an eternal, ever-relevant literature and it should be made available to the people. And it is this individual dedication, commitment, devotion, resignation that enabled them to preserve it over countless generations. And now, is Rama a legend? Not at all. Valmiki was a sage and he was speaking facts which he witnessed in his own life. He started witnessing Rama when he was very young, 8 to 9 years old. Narada told him that Rama is the one whom you are looking for. I shall tell you whatever I know about it. He is still growing. You find the rest of the information yourself, and went away. Sage Valmiki started collecting information about Rama and started writing Ramayana. Rama grew, he also grew. It was a biography, a history, but a concurrent history. It is not a history written after centuries by looking into various items which we are able to identify, artifacts, remnants, etc. It was a history which he was observing in his own life. So he was a part of it. And when Sita was abandoned at his door at the instance of Rama, and sage Valmiki decided to look after her, give her asylum. From autobiography, it became from biography, it became an autobiography. This is the Ramayana we have. Mahabharata also is that kind of a concurrent history. Vedavyasa is speaking about 6 generations, including himself, of Hastinapura. He was a part of the whole thing that he was writing. So it was direct experience that they were recording. This being so, it has its special attraction, relevance, inspiration, insight, values, ideals, norms, conduct, ethics, character, behavior. I always put it in 3 phrases. All our epics you will find, they deal with only 3 subjects: interactional excellence, behavioral majesty, and characteral elegance. Characteral elegance, behavioral majesty, and interactional excellence. These are the 3 subjects dealt with. Rama was a man of character. behavior and also interactional excellence. The same thing you will find in Krishna, in Arjuna and others. Because of this one Ramayana, we know about Rama. It's not enough if a person has lived in a great manner. You must have the knowledge that he has lived. And the knowledge should be available for generation after generation. So we must have a proper documentation. That documentation is what sage Valmiki did in his own epic style, great style, and Vedavyasa also has done it for the Hastinapura dynasty. Now, this writing is so powerful, so enrapturing, so enchanting, so inspiring, so enlightening, that today, ordered by the Supreme Court of India, the Prime Minister and his cabinet was ordered to constitute a committee, to nominate a committee and create a memorial suitable to the greatness and glory of the Prince and King Rama. Why should a democratic government, a democratic country, and the judiciary in it order like this? So is it a legend? It is something which causes history. That which has caused history is far more historic than history itself. Now, Rama is not a legend. Rama is a fact, a truth. This is how our great culture has worked. I would like all of you to think about it. A history written like this will not live long. History is only a record of whatever has happened. It does not have any inspiration. It does not have any deeper enlightenment also. It cannot inspire people. It is a statement of facts, that's all. But here you will find our epics always reveal an action was done by X at such and such a time. Why did he do so? What was behind the action? If Duryodhana has done something, our epic author says why he did it and what happened, what could have been the outcome. So presenting instances which took place, they are showing what should take place in the country hereafter. So it is enlightening, guiding, presenting to you facts and figures that occur in our country. So this is something that all of you should understand. So why? There are Rama temples in our land. So many devotees are there. But how many among them would like to know about Rama and then follow whatever he has done and said? We have a great proverb, do what Rama did and listen to and obey what Krishna said. You cannot copy Krishna, it may not be possible, but you can copy Rama in every bit of his life. Why I mention this? When I was asked to speak about the Bhakti Bhava, we have a number of crores of devotees we have. But none of these devotees thinks about God. We have a mind, we have an intelligence. These two have to be applied in our devotion. When you start applying your mind and intelligence in the matter of your devotional life, you will have to think about God, think about devotion, think about devotee. If you start thinking about God, what do you understand? Everyone will agree God is omnipresent, present everywhere. If He is present everywhere, then are you not surrounded by Him? Answer me. Huh? Are you not penetrated by Him? So can you be distanced from God even to a millimeter? And can you distance Him? If you cannot distance God, and God cannot distance you also, even to a millimeter, then being surrounded and penetrated by God, are you not safe? Huh? Do you have to bother? Then why are you bothering? God cannot distance you. You cannot also distance Him. So every time go on saying, I am surrounded by Him, I am penetrated by Him. So whatever happens to me, happens to Him. He is omniscient, far more intelligent than you can think of. So whatever is going to happen in my life, He knows it. And He will do whatever is necessary. Unless you think about God, you will not have the right godly attitude about your devotion, about God, or about anything whatsoever. You should apply your mind and the intelligence. So what is Bhakti Bhava? We always speak about Hanuman, Anjaneya. He was actually a trusted counselor of Sugriva. And before Sugriva met Rama, Hanuman met him. And he was so good in his talk that he spoke to Rama and Lakshmana, introducing himself and introducing Sugriva, etc. Finally he said, let us go and have a meeting. And Rama and Lakshmana got upon Hanuman's shoulders and went. Do you have an ambassador like this now? Sri Rama is saying, Lakshmana, see, he is talking very grammatically. He talks in a moderate tone. And there is a lot of clarity in what he says. The words he uses are profound, meaningful, suggestive. So we can trust him. So let us go. What made Sri Rama and Lakshmana to get upon the shoulders of Hanuman and then go there? And what was the greatness of Hanuman? The moment he met Rama, he became his devotee, and Rama became his Lord. Because of his devotion to Rama, he jumped over to Lanka. But Rama himself had to make a causeway to go there. Tell me who is greater now? चुप रहते हैं क्यों? बोलिए ना. Rama had to make a causeway to go to Lanka. Hanuman reached there, fulfilled the mission and came back. And everywhere you will find he is very intelligent, very rational, very insightful. So a devotee should have the maximum of insight, because the devotee constantly relies upon God. You are worshipping God. It is a matter of dearness. Your worship must be dear. And you must consider God to be dear to you. What is happening? For every devotee, if I take, can you tell me God is the dearest? How many are able to say? You will best say, my child is dearest. Till then the married partner is the dearest, not parents. So our dearness goes on shifting from one to the other. When a grandchild is born, it will simply slip there. God, you should find Him to be dear. And you must be free. When somebody is dear to you, you disclose whatever you have with him. You hear him, you also tell him. So you should develop devotion. Develop it by thinking about God, thinking about your own being as a devotee. I will give you some thoughts. I have asked people, always talk to God. Don't worship Him, in a formal and ceremonial manner. Talk to Him from wherever you are, whatever you do. So when you start talking to God, you will get a lot of time to be in the company and in conjunction with God. Simply start talking to Him. Understand that He is inseparable and you are inseparable. I tell God, my dear God, I love you. I feel like loving you. And my love, you don't know what is loving. The moment you start feeling love, it's an emotion. That emotion is delightful. Itself it is delightful. Love springs in our heart or mind, and the delight also is there. If love is an emotion that generates delight all by itself, then when you start loving God, tell me what will you get? No answer? You get delight. So I love you because I find it delightful. I find it delightful. I don't expect anything from you, because there are good things taking place in the world, bad also take place. Behind both of them, your hands are there. So you do not always do good. You also do sometimes bad. It does not matter to me. I love you. And my love delights me. Whether you love me or not, it is not of my concern. You may or may not. You may protect me or not protect me, but still I love you. Are you with me? No. No. It doesn't matter to me. If you want to be so delightful as I am, start loving me. But I love you and I am delightful. It doesn't matter to me at all. Similarly, I say, my dear God, I don't want to remember you. What? So many people say, the last memory in my life before leaving the body should be God. God. I cannot wait for the last days. What is going to happen when the last days will come? I don't know. So I don't want to remember you at all. Why? Because to remember means to forget. So first I forget you, that is why I want to remember you. So I don't want to forget you at all. So don't make me remember you. Let me not remember you at all. You must become, if at all, unforgettable to me. What? Unforgettable. So there is no necessity for remembering. Second point is, when I forget you, whom am I forgetting? You. When I remember you, whom am I remembering? You. So in remembering, is there any greater you? The same you whom I forget. It is the same you whom I remember. So is there any difference between forgetting and remembering? Why are you keeping quiet? Can you say this? Can you feel it? Or you will continue to be a fool? Today you throw flowers, tomorrow you remove them. Again you throw. Can any flower touch the omnipresent God? Can you throw a flower which will touch space? So you should think, use your mind. See, whenever you think of God in this manner, and your thoughts and imaginations about God go on increasing, reforming your mind, refining your mind, enlightening your intelligence, devotion will start growing. Like a fountain, it will start springing from your heart. But you should apply your mind, apply your intelligence. For the Kumbh Mela, so many people went there. But I have to tell you, Ganga is the same every day. So can you not go and take a bath any other day? Huh? Why is it that you require a Kumbh Mela to come there? Ganga is holy, and every time she is holy. So whenever it is possible, then go and have a bath. Why should you wait for a Kumbh Mela like this? So our devotion to Ganges is only that much. We want a Kumbh Mela to motivate us to go there. But Ganga is the same. The water is the same. The Kumbh Mela Muhurta will come and go, but Ganga will not come and go. So your association with Ganga, your fondness for Ganga, the feeling of holiness that you have, it cannot be conditioned by a Kumbh Mela. Am I right or not? Huh? This is how you have to develop devotion. See, our body is shaped in our mother's womb. In shaping our body, our mother has no role to play at all. A fact most of you do not know. The fetus or the embryo, it starts growing all by itself by virtue of its own intrinsic power. It is the fetus that forms the brain, forms the eyes, nose, ears, tongue, lips, etc. It only takes blood from the mother's body. Mother is not giving, but the fetus is taking itself. Every organ is shaped by it. And it is such a body that you have. So very fact that you have a body and it is breathing, it is doing respiration, that goes to prove that you are one with God. You are not separate from me. Tell me one point. For living we must have breath. And for breathing we must have air and oxygen. Tell me, who gives you this? Have you ever thought about it? Can you live without breath even for 1 or 2 minutes? So this breathing is possible because of the nose and the lungs. Both of them are made by the fetus. When the child is born, mother and father come in there. Till then they have nothing to do. So if our body is completely shaped by nature and God, and you are breathing air, drinking water, and you are staying on the earth, all these are agencies which God and nature have provided for you. So in drinking water, in breathing, in taking food, digesting it, converting it into blood, etc. What is it that you are seeing? God alone. If this is God and God alone, then where is the question of your practicing devotion? Are you not connected to Him? So I make this sentence: by the glory of human birth, you are connected to the Supreme Lord ever and ever, inseparably. Therefore, is God a greater reality? Is not God a greater reality than even your body? Then what is this? That you are struggling for devotion? So what is Bhakti Bhava? Relying upon such a God, thinking about such a God. If you are devoted to God, that devotion itself is sufficient to ensure the safety of your life. You don't have to worry about at all. Speak about God rather than doing anything about it. Instead of worshipping, start speaking about Him. Go and tell people that you are breathing the air which God has given. You are drinking the water He has given. You are living on the earth which He has provided. We are surrounded by, penetrated by God. Therefore, God is an inseparable presence. I cannot be disconnected from Him. I have realized this, realized this, realized this. So what is Bhakti Bhava? Bhakti Bhava is this kind of a reliance and the assurance that you get from it. Assurance that you get from it. The confidence that you are able to generate. You have a mind, but you don't have the quality of confidence. You have a mind, but you lack the quality of perseverance. You have a mind, but you lack the quality of dedication, quality of commitment, quality of exclusiveness. What do you think? Rely. Hanuman relied upon God, said Rama, 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 and BAM! Jumped. This is what he did. He did not do any puja. He said, when I start galloping, this place will become shallow, so I will get upon Mahendrajala. When he got upon Mahendrajala, he started seeing huge distances. The mind started swelling in dimension. Then he went this side and that side, right and left. It was swinging. Then he rolled his tail and BAM! Jumped. It all took place in a matter of instants. This is how devotion works. Can you pick up this kind of a devotion? Huh? Huh? Yes. You have to think. Remember. You are surrounded by God, penetrated by God. Tell God, you cannot distance me even to a 1 millimeter, half a millimeter, and I cannot distance you. So don't ask me to remember you, my God. I don't have to remember you. You are one with me. I am one with you. Can you imagine the extent of confidence you will get, freedom you will have? You have been doing worship for decades. The idol has become worn out by washing. But nothing has happened to the mind. What is this fantasy? Can we not do anything better? Unless you apply your mind, apply your intelligence, and think about what is God, what is His dimension, what is that presence, and what am I in relation to God? How are we related? I don't think you can grow. Did you understand? Huh? Really? So can I expect a change in you? I am making devotion very easy and comfortable. Now you speak about Atma Vishvas. What did you say? Atma Vishvas. Or it is Deha Vishvas. Atma Vishvas. So when you say Atma Vishvas, the first word is Atma. What is that Atma? It is not the body. Body is मेरा शरीर है. आत्मा तो मैं स्वयं ही हूँ. जो हूँ वाली जो उपस्थिति है वही है आत्मा. जो मेरा है वो आत्मा नहीं है. शरीर तो मेरा है, अपना है, वो कभी आत्मा नहीं हो पाता. So what you indicate by the term I? You know our Shastra say, हमारे शरीर में जो जीव रूप में उपस्थित है वो भगवान का अंश है. भगवान का कितने बार बोलना है? भगवान का अंश है, भगवान का अंश है। इसका अर्थ क्या है? अनंतता का अंश कितना होगा? हाँ, अनंतता का अंश अनंत होगा ना? हाँ, तब भगवान का एक थोड़ा सा एक टुकड़ा भी क्या होगा? भगवान ही होगा। तब आत्मविश्वास का अर्थ क्या है? हमारे शरीर के भीतर जो जीव है वो भगवान का अंश होने के नाते अपने ऊपर विश्वास करना क्या है? वो मामूली बात है। नॉट क्लियर? हाँ, नहीं समझ पाते। आर वी रिलाइंग अपॉन समथिंग स्मॉल और समथिंग इन्फिनिट? Even a small fractional percentage of infinity is infinity. So this टुकड़ा जो है जीव के रूप में, वो टुकड़ा भगवान का टुकड़ा है, इसीलिए वो भी भगवानमय है। उस पर विश्वास रखना तब कितना, बोलो, अजेय होना है, अपराजित होना है। तब आत्मविश्वास मीन्स व्हाट? देयर इज नो लिमिट। शरीर पर तो विश्वास नहीं करते, आत्मा के प्रति हमारा विश्वास। आत्मा तो अनंत है, सब अनंतता लेकर हम गुजरते हैं। दिस आर यू थिंकिंग? वाई डोंट यू सिट एवरी डे, सम टाइम यू सिट एंड थिंक अबाउट इट। मेरे शरीर के भीतर जो अंश है भगवान का टुकड़ा, वो भगवान का अंश है, इसीलिए वो भगवान ही स्वयं है। यदि भगवान मेरे शरीर के भीतर विराजमान है, तब हमारी शक्ति, हमारी साध्यता, हमारी मजबूती कितनी होगी? हाँ, ये अनंत। आत्मविश्वास का अर्थ यही है, ये मामूली बात नहीं है। It is not traveling in a ghoda gadi. Inside the body, it is God's particle that remains, one amsha. So to believe in that I, is it a small belief? Huh? That is why Hanuman could jump. I sometimes wonder, our human life is noted for his mind and intelligence. We have the power of thinking, the power of knowing, the power of articulating. These are the three powers that distinguish us from all the rest of the creatures. So use the power of thinking to think and understand. You share your understanding with others, and while others share, you hear. I am sharing my understanding with you, so you listen to it faithfully, sincerely, and make use of it. So आत्मविश्वास का मात्रा कितना है, उसका मेशर, वो छोटा है या बहुत ही बड़ा है? So when you have Vishwasa in your Atma, there is no limit. You know, when Ravana was coming to Sita, persuading her, agree to be my mistress, my mistress, my mistress, she was always tolerating it. At one point of time, Sita के मन में लगा ये क्या बात है, रोज सब बात. So she took a piece of grass and put it, and then addressing that grass piece as Ravana, she was speaking. Can you imagine? This is India. All of you are women. Why don't you derive inspiration from that Sita? She was surrounded by Rakshasis and she was imprisoned in Ravana's palace. But the imprisonment was only for her body, but her mind her soul, it could never be imprisoned by anybody. So Atma Vishvas means इसी प्रकार की आत्मा पर विश्वास रखना है, सरसों पर विश्वास नहीं है. I don't know. All of you are intelligent. Why don't you think? Why don't you understand? Are we meant to be only slaves? Slaves? Live in this world like a master of the world, not a slave of the world. But you should live as a master, not as a slave. Keeping your mind. See, we want joy and contentment. The joy and contentment is an emotion. No object in this world can produce it. Is there any object? Can earth produce joy? Can matter produce joy? Why are you keeping quiet? Can matter produce an experience? Can energy produce an experience? The entire world is Panchabhautik. Earth is matter, water is matter, air is matter, fire is energy, space is indescribable. None of these things will be able to produce joy. Joy belongs to your mind. So keeping the mind with you, why are you begging for joy? With many things we can be unhappy. With nothing we can be happy. You see, India is a country where great, good and noble people have embraced poverty. What? Embraced? What are we doing? We sannyasins. We are embracing poverty, dispossessing everything. Nothing belongs to us. We don't have any belonging. And such a life we love to have. This is the country. Even kings have abandoned the throne in pursuit of austerity and went to the forest. I told you about Ikshvaku dynasty. Bhartrhari left the throne, finding disloyalty in his wife. He did not go to the courts, seeking divorce. He left the throne, left everything, and went to the forest, found his fulfillment. This is what Atma Vishvas means. Never feel defeated any time. Never feel defeated. Never say, I am useless. Never say, I am helpless. God is surrounding you, penetrating you. God is the eye that you have. And keeping all these, why do you say I am helpless? Why do you say I am good for nothing? So Atma Vishvas means, to me it is all this. Bha. 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 Why don't you teach children? Tell them. Every child is made a home child. The child is never told, though you are physically born in the house, you belong to the country. You are a child of the nation. You are a child of the universe. Does any mother tell the child like this? बोलिए ना, कभी सुना है? Do you have a domestic passport? Can your mother and father give you a passport? You can get it only from the national government. So are you a child of the house, family, or are you a child of the nation? Why don't you tell them that? 75 years have passed, and patriotism is never instilled in the minds and hearts of our children. Never. Love for the country, love for the country, love for the society, love for the society, belief in God, trust in God. Everything else will fail in you, but God will never fail. This is what I mean by Atma Vishvas. इस आत्म विश्वास के सम्मुख कोई बाधा कुछ नहीं खड़ा सकता है. ठीक है? Does it make sense to you? Very good. I wish you to become great Atma Vishwasis. And I want your bhakti to bind God in your heart forever. Tell God, by the glory of my human birth, you are in my heart, God. I have given 2 challenges to God. I have spoken earlier. My dear God, can you abandon me from your territory? From your territory, can you abandon me? Please do it. And exit from my heart. Exit from my मेरे हृदय से भगो, तुम्हारे राज्य से भगाओ. Up to now he has not responded. अभी तक जवाब नहीं मिली. कब मिलेगी? मिलेगी क्या? ठीक है. समाप्त.
The second challenge. You said you've given him 2 challenges.
One is to abandon me from his country. The second is to exit from my heart. I remind him again. थोड़ा हंसिए ना. You know, we are called Paramahamsas. Hamsa means duck. Paramahamsa means big duck. We are all big ducks, fools. Okay. Govinda Nama Sankirtanam, Govinda, Govinda, Namah Parvati Padaye, Hara Hara Mahadev.